All right, what's up, guys? We've got Cam here, we've got Nick, we've got all the boys. We're going to be chatting about some content today. We have two photographers here, videographers, etc. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. I am going to bring Ivan up first because I know we haven't really seen you in a while, and I want to know what's going on with your Urus. Welcome to the program, anyone who's new here. Some of the boys here, especially the one to my right, can be pretty rambunctious. That's Cam. But, if you're new here, make sure to raise your hand, come up, ask questions, make yourself known. It'll do wonders for you.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yep. What's going on?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's a little rainy here today. California, pretty classic. Came down here for a week. It's basically rained every single day. But it was nice this weekend, but heading home tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, the weather is getting a little bit better in Europe. It's not as freezing, but just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my Urus and how the first month's been going.
Yeah, I'm curious. Let's hear it.
So honestly, I've been dealing with a lot of PS clients through my meta ads, and a lot of these brokers, I'm realizing they just seem super shady. They want to try to use their insurance and then try to give the car out to people with no insurance. So honestly, it hasn't been going great so far. I was able to make my payment for the month, but literally that's it. I wasn't able to really profit, and I've been spending money on Instagram ads, and just the leads have just been bad. So I was just wondering if you had any advice on how I could kind of fix that.
Well, first of all, the fact you already made your payments for the month is really good, right? Don't be hard on yourself about that. That is really good, right? You're not in the negative. You're able to drive a Urus for free for the month, basically, right? So now what you want to do is just really were the clients that you originally got, that actually ended up booking your car, are they good clients or are they sketchy clients and you just went ahead with them anyway?
They were good clients. They weren't technically my clients because they came from brokers. But they were just photo shoots, so I didn't need any insurance. And then the other one was a chauffeur job, so I didn't really need insurance anyways, too.
Got it. Okay, well, I would really try and build those relationships up, with those brokers that actually successfully brought clients. And then if you need to tweak your meta ads, what you can really do is play around with the targeting, make sure that they are in the upper echelons of income earners, right? You can even put on your ads, full coverage insurance is required to book, front and center, so you don't get these asshats hitting you up, right? They'll still hit you up, but there are ways that you can filter these things.
Okay, and do you think Google Ads would bring me more qualified leads? Because I was thinking on my Instagram ads, the way I kind of have it set it up is I was trying to have them just kind of give me a phone number once they respond, and then I was going to try to call them and just kind of close the sale over the phone because I thought it would be better over the phone rather than going back and forth on text. So do you think Google Ads would be better for getting more qualified leads?
So, I think we went into depth in this last stream, but basically every business is very different, right? You have to try everything. Some guys we know, they don't even use Instagram in the car rental business because they don't like making videos, right? They're older dudes. They don't care about that shit. So all they do is Google Ads, right? They spend a ton of money on SEO, on Google Ads, etc., right? And that's all they do. And they get a ton of bookings because they rank highly for their keywords if someone Googles exotic car rental New York, right? So I think it's worth playing around with. You might have more success. But the fact you've already paid your monthlies, really just utilizing brokers, is a great start.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe my Instagram, maybe I was thinking not on spending more money on the quality of the video and getting good content rather than just spending money on just I feel like it's going down the drain if I'm just boosting just regular content. I feel like I'm better off spending the money on giving it to an influencer or spending it on upping the quality of the content than rather just just putting money into boosting a shittier quality video.
So personally, I don't really believe that quality of video leads to more leads. I just think you need to make more content, right? These days, okay, so a good quality video, I find in our experience, works well for ads. It doesn't work super, super well for views and engagement. You know, it's almost like people react better to these more honest videos that people are making, you know? So I would just focus more on just improving your personal content that you're making rather than necessarily going out and hiring a videographer. The other thing too is I think a lot of people, what they like to see is momentum, right? So if you're only pushing a Urus, consider partnering with some other students or fleets in the area to make it look like your fleet is bigger than it is, right? Offer more vehicles. That way people are going to start to see momentum and be like, oh, okay, this kid's legit. He's not just one guy one guy pushing one car, like his personal car, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can show that you actually have a fleet, it makes a big difference. So
you think we should get like a few cars and make videos with them?
Bro, I don't think you need to go and buy cars, but like Cam and I were just talking about this. You can literally partner with anybody in this program, right? Like partner. You don't have to work together. You can just like share content. You can share vehicles. You can broker each other's cars. That's literally what everyone is doing right now in California, right? We have like 5 people here all working together. They all have their own cars. They all broker their own deals. They're all making money together. And it makes them look a lot bigger, right? A lot more serious. And that's what everyone in Chicago is doing as well right now. So, you know, don't try and be like a one-man squad. Like actually get out there in the community and work with people and it'll make a big difference. And I see that Herbert's trying to reach out to you, so hit him up.
Yeah, I have some of these cars on my website, but we never did any content together.
Yeah, it's important. Like, I think Kyle and Melissa went and did some stuff this past weekend. I know Clay and some other guys from Chicago just joined, and they're all just instantly like meeting up and doing content.
Sounds good. And then when it comes to like brokers that are trying to like rent the car under their name and then like kind of give me their insurance, like should I just decline that right away?
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I don't know, some one of these brokers he told me that he wanted to rent it out for himself. And then I saw on his Instagram he was posting like the pictures that I sent him of my Urus, and he was saying like Urus available. So then I just kind of killed the deal right away.
Yeah.
He wanted it for a long time. He wanted it for like a month, and he was willing to pay me like I think he said like $3,500 a week for the month. But then I saw he was trying to like rent my car out, so I thought it was just sketchy, and I just declined it. You know.
No, you made the right decision. That is definitely sketchy. Brokers will try and do that. And essentially, they'll just be subleasing your vehicle out to people who shouldn't be in your car.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of it's been kind of a little bit frustrating for me too, because a lot of these people that they want a car, but they're just like not qualified. Like they don't have any insurance, or they're trying to use their someone else's insurance, or their girlfriend's insurance, and I haven't been really taking any chances. But I feel like I'm leaving money. I feel like I'm leaving money on the table, but at the same time I don't want to risk like my only one car getting destroyed. You know.
No, don't do that. If it smells fishy, it's definitely fishy, and all it takes is one screw up to just completely end you.
Okay.
You know, if he was subleasing your car to someone who didn't have insurance and they crashed it, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You lose your car, basically. If you don't have the money to pay for it, you basically lose your car.
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna just try to link up with some people in the area and try to get more content with more cars. Because right now I've just been kind of posting just my car, or even when I get my C8 back, maybe I should just try to post more content with like the C8 and the Urus and like a couple other of my cars, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And just keep trying, and then Google direction as well. Just experiment. But honestly, the best marketing's free, bro.
Okay. All right.
And right now you've got Herbert reaching out. You've got Gabriel nearby. You've got Lucas reaching out, someone with a Range Rover and a G-Wagon. You've got Talik reaching out. So there's a lot of people here that you can connect with and get shit done.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try that and see how it goes.
All right, bro. Well, keep at it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Fawaz bringing you up. Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, tell me why Jaden did this, and I won't tell where I did this.
Probably because you're looking like a rapper today.
Yeah, sorry. I was on live before you, so I'm doing like 10 million things. But yeah, man. So I went and got my C63 service today, and I thought about what we were talking about last week, and I basically took my business cards and gave it to them, They're like, oh yeah, sometimes we need cars for people that come drop off their cars and stuff. Yeah. So now that's another thing I'm about to start doing. I'm about to start going to these car places, these car shops, because it's hella of them. Like, it's a lot of them here in Houston, so I'm about to start doing that. It's like a soldier boy. And then what Carlos said, I spoke to my guy that has a big fleet, and what's it called? He's willing to like do like, you know, me taking some of the cars for like a couple of hours, but like I told him, yeah, obviously I'll pay him, but we'll work something like yeah, like whenever I go to a car meet, I'll just come into like the warehouse, and if there's something available, because these cars are usually out, so if there's anything available, we can work on something. We didn't discuss the price yet, but if it's like something that makes sense, you know, I'll definitely like include in like my marketing budget. For sure.
Yeah, man, that's a good idea. I think a lot of people underestimate the power of utilizing like secondary complementary businesses to rent out cars. You know, and Carlos did touch upon that last stream. All right, he's even doing that. Right, he's partnering with a body shop where if someone needs a car for a few days, like they'll offer them an exotic.
Yeah. As soon as like Carlos said that last week, I'm like, yo, I know all these people with all these cars. I could just borrow their cars for a couple hours, pay them something. Just go to these car meets. So it's like they don't see me like with the same car. Like there's this guy out here. He builds like garages for like fleet owners and stuff like that. And he always invites me to his car meet. And he literally just DM'd me like, oh, we have this car meet this Sunday. And I go, okay, yeah, I might come with a different car. Because like I keep going with the C63, but I feel like, you know, the more like different cars I bring, it's like they'll take me more seriously. So
yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I just said to Ivan, right? You just have to show momentum from your end, and people take you more seriously.
Yeah, and what I was asking last week is like, oh, you know, what can I do? Like, because I have a bunch of time now. So what I've been doing now is like every day I dedicate like 2 hours to just like pitching investors and try to get like investor cards. Because before I was thinking like, what's the point? But then I'm seeing like C8s like here. It's like, oh my God. Like last week, somebody wanted a C8, and I'm calling every fleet owner I know. I know like 6, 7 of them, and it's like all their C8s are out. Damn. And then it just clicked in my head, yo, I need a C8. So
yeah, man, I feel like a C8's a pretty staple car for Texas.
Yeah, Houston, I'm like, damn, is that crazy? So I'm like, nah, I'm looking for a C8. I'm like, damn, how can I even sell my car and get a C8 or something? I need a C8 for sure. But yeah, though, that's it for me. And I have a guy from Dubai. Like, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's like this kid. He's like a 16-year-old. He comes from like a wealthy family or something. And he was sending me like his Maybach day guy and like the papers and everything. He's like he knows like, you know, the people that might need cars. So he let me know like he's originally from Texas, but he's never in Texas. He's in Dubai or Miami. Like, and he said he's 16. I'm like, what the hell? And he buys like real estate and all of this stuff. I'm like, bro, your family must be crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, they definitely exist. Well, try and get him to buy you a car.
Yeah, he said he'll send people my way. I didn't tell him nothing about no car yet because it's too good to be true. Like, bro, how in the hell? He got so many cars, according to him, like his page at least. He's got like some crazy Maybach. I'm like, bro. But yeah. We'll see, man. But yeah, I'm pushing out now. I'm energized now. I think that call last week, and me just seeing how much the C8 went out this week, I couldn't get one C8. It was crazy. Like, yo. So
yeah, you seem to be in better spirits, bro.
Yeah, I have a goal now, man. I just needed something to. I was trying to figure out what to do, but I feel like I know what to do with my time now, type of thing.
Dude, another thing, like, just try and focus, right? Like, usually when I have a million things I need to do, I just put it into Trello, like my own personal Trello, and I just, like, separate it to what I need to do today or this week or whatever. I was telling Cam that, too, because we went to the dealership the other day. You know, we were going to do all this stuff, but there was just too much going on, so we almost got nothing done, right? And that's probably what's going on inside of your head and a lot of people's heads, right? Like, you want to get cars, you want to broker deals, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do that. Just what can you do today? What can you do tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right?
I think I have my best day today because I'm thinking like, yo, I'm a product manager by trade, right? Like, these are things I do at work, right? So why don't I apply to my
exactly,
life?
yeah.
My calendar, and I put like set times that I'm gonna do this at this time, and this time, and I feel like I had the best day I've had in a while. So I'm just gonna like fill my calendar up for like the week and the month, kind of like how I do it at work, and just make my life easier.
Yeah, man, keep it up.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. I'm not Soldier Boy, bro.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. See you. All right, Chris, bringing you up. What's up, Chris?
Am I muted or can you hear me?
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot going on this week. Some updates, got some shirts and whatnot. Got a window clean for the static car meets and whatnot. Looks pretty good.
Awesome.
Investor search going better now that I'm making sure that I get their info. Not like I text them on the spot. Just gotta keep trying. I guess it's hard. It's tough when you live up in the North States.
Yeah, well, it's tough, but it's also easier because there's not as many people doing it. It all balances out at the end of the day,
Yeah, that's true. Well, I was saying even for the investor search, because how I'm looking for investors is literally driving around nice neighborhoods or even downtown Minneapolis, on a Friday night looking for Lambos and stuff,
You don't just have to look for Lambos. Honestly, so many people here, they just start brokering, right? You don't even need a car. And there's several hundred fleets in this community all over the nation that you can bring clients to and make some money. You can also just start with a C300. It's a lot easier to get an investor for a C300 than it is a Urus, for example, if you don't have a car yet, right? And these...
No, I got the M5.
Oh, perfect, yeah. But I mean, even a C300 as your first investor vehicle is not bad, right? I think Brian had 3 of them at one point, and some of them were out for 5 months in a row.
Yeah, you don't even see them.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. And then it's you take that and you show it to somebody with a nicer car. And it's dude, this car's been out for 5 months,
Yeah.
Let's apply it to your vehicle. So you don't just there's stepping stones to this business, right? Get the M5 moved, get a cheaper vehicle under management, and just build momentum that way.
Yeah. It'd be nice if I could write some ads or something for investors. I know some people do that, but
You can do that. It's a lot easier though, again, when you show momentum that your fleet is growing. We have some students doing that, and it's hey, we just added this car, this car, this car. If you have a car you're not using, hit me up and I can tell you how much you could be making off that vehicle, right? And they run that as an ad.
yeah, I have to look into it.
But again, it's a lot easier when you actually have established yourself a little bit.
Yeah. How about valets or something? I'm trying to find a way to get more cars under management. I'm trying to get over this hurdle so I can start doing the fun part and marketing, making content and getting in with yacht owners and whatnot. I see some of these club promoters, they're having yacht parties and stuff on the river and whatnot. Big events, right? It'd be nice to sponsor or something.
Yeah, I mean that takes a while, to be honest. That's a ways away, and obviously that's an end vision, but there's a lot you have to do to get to that point. So just enjoy the smaller steps,
Yeah, well, I see these valets all over the place. It'd be nice to just hand them some cards and be hey man, I'll give you 500. You can get me some decently nice vehicles and 750 if you get a Lambo or something.
Well, what you can also do is just befriend them, right? Talk shop with them, and dude, you can even offer them a percentage of the management fee, right? So if you're doing 50-50, take a haircut and do 40-10-50, right? And a lot of people are down to do that because, let's say you're making 10K, 15K a month, they're now making 1 to 1.5K a month off of that commission, right? And then they're way more enticed to bring you these vehicles. And the valet staff always has a good connection with owners of nice vehicles. Like Cam at the hotel near here where he parks a lot of his cars from time to time, they know him. They know all of his cars, right? If someone came up and asked them, gave them this opportunity, I'm sure they would talk to him about it, if he wasn't already in rental. So valet is making friends with a valet team or teams really is a hack in this business. And you can use them for so many things,
Yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to find a way, trying to write ads or something. If I'm cold approaching every investor, it seems like I gotta be out of the house, all day, in order to get investors, right? How bad do you want it? But there's gotta be other ways too, for sure.
Well, I think honestly, you need to start just with your M5. One car is it's enough.
On Marketplace or something, but I don't know. You guys don't really. It doesn't seem like you get a whole lot of quality leads from Marketplace. I know some people get some.
You can.
Rentals out.
It's worth it being there. You know, you'll have to filter through some absolute idiots, but sometimes you'll get a really good rental.
You know, let's get some cash flow after a month of going hard on investors. But
Well, focus on the asset you already have, you know?
that's true. That's true. Even in the game a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't know. I think that's all I had. I'm just gonna keep going after it, I guess.
And again, connect with people. I'm going to say that to everyone on today's stream. Connect with people around you.
Yeah, if anyone's in Milwaukee or any Chicago guys, then
All right, bro.
All right. Thanks, John. Bye.
Cheers. All right, Johnny, I'll bring you up.
Everybody hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, hey guys. Okay, this is my first time talking on here. I've been in the circle for 4 or 5 months or so. I got 2 kids, so it's 7 o'clock here. So this is like chaos hour. It's like bedtime and bath time. And my 3-year-olds running all over the place. So usually on stream, I'm just chilling, muted, listening, and learning. But I think it's awesome for me to come on here now. I can't stop smiling about this car business right now. So a little bit about me. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, 30 years old. I've been a realtor for a decade. Have my own real estate business, and I just saw you guys online and thought it'd be a cool side hustle. Well, it's frankly, it's fucking awesome. And the conversations I'm having are really fun. Being in the luxury real estate space that I'm in has kind of been into the clientele that we're looking for here. And so I've just got one car right now. Listen to some of these. This is so cool. So I've got a 21 AMG Gill coupe, white with the black rims, AMG 53. It's a sweet car. And I've had it I wanted to just see it on Turo for a little while, just see how this works. It's been booked 16 of 20 days that it's on Turo. It went out today for my first private rental for 5 days. Then I have the second private rental starting Saturday through Wednesday. So today through next Wednesday, it's booked out privately. And I'm just figuring this shit out as I go. So I'm like, I have got to get on the stream tonight and pick your guys' brains. So, and the reason it's making me smile is because I've built my own business before, and I've done the hard work and like the shitty parts of it. And I've already done some shitty parts with this too. I bought this car from a dealership in Seattle. That's a nightmare. And it took forever to get here. I went and shipped here. It snowed 14 inches the day it was supposed to deliver here in Kansas City. So like a bunch of crap I already had. But I stuck with it, and I listened to you guys, and took the advice, and it's starting to pop off. And I really want to lean into you guys in the circle for whatever advice you have. So I know that was a long talk about me, but I haven't talked before. So
no, that was great.
Really, in my position, where do you guys think that I should kind of approach this from a day-to-day basis? I had 3 new people reach out to me personally today, wanting to invest in the business. My understanding, and I've put them on the calendar for coffee later in the week, so I'm going to meet with them, talk about what this whole thing is. I tell everybody just what I'm doing, and they think it's so interesting. How do you guys like handle those conversations? And because they're going to ask me, well, what car should I get? Where should I get it from? How do I pay for it? This, that, or the other. How do you guys go about those conversations?
So are these people looking to invest money into your business, or are they looking to buy a car for your fleet?
They want to buy a car, and they want to put it in the fleet and have me just keep doing what I'm doing with my current AMG. I must be doing something right through Instagram and through how I'm talking with people when they rent it, because the word of mouth is getting it around luxury circles and stuff like that. I don't know. But I'm thinking they want to buy a car. They want the car to match the aesthetic that I'm going for. And I have a list that I tell people about, and just kind of going from there.
Well, first of all, I don't know if you're seeing the chat, but based on how you're already talking, there are certain students in here that said they would trust you with their car. And if they had a car, they would give it to you. So it sounds like you're on the right path. Here's the thing. I much prefer taking investors that already have a vehicle, to be honest, because you can't guarantee their vehicle's going to perform,
Right.
Yours might be performing really well because it's a nice spec and the car is good in your area, right? Whereas if you go and have them purchase another car, there's no guarantee it's going to do the same thing. It might, right? And then wonderful. But it also might not. And then they've gone and purchased a vehicle for this sole reason, and it's just not moving. And then that relationship's going to sour, right? Now, you can always try a lot harder to get it to move, But this whole business is kind of about averting risk, right? So I much prefer getting people with cars already into the fleet. But if someone is really adamant about going and getting a car, you need to do your market research and like see which cars are going to move, which specs are popular in your area, what your existing clientele already wants, right? And then you need to fit that into the budget of the investor. And then, are they purchasing it through a business? Are they purchasing it as a personal car? There's a lot of questions you need to answer first, I would say.
So I appreciate that advice too. So a lot of the people that I'm talking to, I think through my previous career as a realtor and how I think a lot of people just trust my market analysis. So, from a real estate perspective, anything here in Kansas City, I know what it costs, I know what they should sell it for. And that's not because I'm a genius, that's just because I've been doing this for 10 years. And I've been just looking at cars like I do with real estate all the time. It's why I found this AMG. I thought it was an awesome deal. Now, registering cars in Missouri or Montana, where I haven't had the LLC, when you buy it from Washington, I don't know if I'll ever do that again. For some reason, maybe it was just that dealership was tough. That just took way longer than I thought. I guess, I would be even comfortable pitching these people, hey, I found this car or that car. I'd buy this car. I think it would rent. I can't guarantee that it would, but if you are comfortable taking on that risk, I'd love to have that as, in addition to the fleet. I think that conversation would probably be okay, don't you?
No, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then, it's up to them whether they want to take that risk, right?
Okay.
And the nice thing about cars is, yeah, obviously you're paying sales tax, et cetera, when you purchase a vehicle. But if it just doesn't move, you can just sell it again, right? It's not like it's an immobile, illiquid asset. You'll lose a little bit of money, but it's not the biggest deal.
And I found a lot of those conversations, most of them, when I start talking to people about this, just the idea that they could. One guy I talked to today, he really wants a Continental GT. So his dad was like obsessed with Bentley or something. I'm like, sick car, let's talk about it. And just the idea that someone would just pay his note off, he could have it, whatever days, if we talk to the end of the month, okay, for the next month, what days do you want it? Let me rent it out the rest of the days. Just that conversation in and of itself is super easy, a warm conversation, and he likes that. A lot of the people aren't even interested in, I need to make money on this car. They just want to drive the car, have somebody take care of it, clean it, and just cover their monthly note, which I think is really cool too. So, just from my perspective, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for these conversations, and that's why I was really wanting to lean into you guys here. And it sounds like just keep doing what I'm doing.
I would say that. It sounds like you have a good grasp of everything. I wish you'd come up a little bit earlier, but I know it's not the best timing for you at this time. I'm personally going to be doing these calls at midnight here pretty soon when I move to Europe, so I understand. But honestly, look at the chat right now. Look at what people are saying. It sounds like you're on the right path and you understand. So, the way you just said certain investors, how they respond to what you're saying, that's the perfect investor, Mm-hmm. You don't really want the ones who are, I need to make $15,000 or it's not worth it for me. You want these chill guys who it's like, okay, I can drive the car for free when it's not being rented out. And then when you hit them with a $10,000 check at the end of the month, they're going to love you and they're going to buy you another one, right? Those are the best investors.
Yeah, it's just really awesome, guys. I just appreciate all the, taking time out of your night. And I know you guys, it's crazy enough for me with the kiddos and everything to do something like this, but thankfully you guys just take time out of your night to help, and it's working. It's up to this point. Not that I was unsure. I love it. It's fun. This is awesome. And these cars are sick. That's why we do this. But you got to be straightforward with it. You got to treat it like a business. And today, I've got that feeling that it's popping off. I've been waiting for that feeling. So it's really, really cool. And I'll definitely try to hop on more. My son might join me one of these times.
No, absolutely.
He's banging on the door right now, but I'll bring him on one of these other times.
No, by all means, we're pretty chill. So we've met some guys' families in this already on stream.
Well, thank you for the time.
Of course, bro. Also, I think the Continental GT is a sick car. I haven't really seen them for...
Golf.
Sorry?
Everyone just should play golf and talk to people out there. That's what I've found too. If you can play golf, not that I'm that good, but people love talking about this business while playing.
Yeah, most business deals are done over golf, to be honest. But most people also suck at golf. So, but it's fun. It's fun regardless. And you're in, did you say you're in Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. So right here in the middle of the country, it's just starting to get warm too, right? Which is why I thought it was so cool that this business did so well while it was still cold. So we're just entering when it's going to be warm. It'll be warm until November. So it's going to be a really fun next part of the year here, and I'm super excited. And this business just ties so well into my real estate business too. And listing photos and stuff like that. It's really cool. But yeah, Kansas City, Missouri, and then the river's right here. So Kansas City, Kansas is right here, and there's a ton of money in this place called Overland Park, Kansas, it's all right here again. So it's a business that doesn't exist here in the Midwest. I think we're a little bit behind you cool people on the coast. You badasses. We're here in Cowtown, but it's a business that's really going to catch on here, and we're hosting the World Cup, some World Cup games in 2026, and there's going to be people that are going to be there's going to be so many people who are wanting cars, so establishing this business early, I think, is just fantastic.
No, absolutely. And, don't feel weird that you're not in Miami or you're not in LA or you're not in New York, right? Like some of our top students started in, more of a townish type area, smaller city, and they're just able to completely dominate it, right? Now they're managing 20, 30 cars within a few months. So, you can be successful anywhere, to be honest.
That's so true. It's this business anywhere. I've had a couple snowy days where the car's still been rented out too, and the car does fantastic in the snow. It's just about applying what you guys are teaching us and treating it like a business and being transparent about what's going on here, and it really works. I just need more cars. That's it. And I'm just going about every single day figuring out how to add more cars. I'm not trying to scale crazy amount. One of the things that I like to provide is I'm providing like a really high level of customer service. It works over on the real estate side too, but like when these people show up for the car, little details, like I like to have them sign the private rental document on a physical piece of paper. Super boomer, old school, but they love it. Like a nice pen with the car all ready to go for them. All they got to do is just sign. The terms and conditions are right there, and they're on their way. The people freaking love that here in Missouri. I don't know. It's cool.
No, these little unique things are what make your business stand out, to be honest.
Definitely. Last thing for me, I'm getting out of here. I'll talk. I used to do radio, which is why I know how to talk, so I'll get out of here. Shout out to Brian. I don't know his last name, Brian, who's just a stud in here. I think I saw him in Puerto Rico on IG today, so he's probably not in here. I reached out to Brian from the Inner Circle and just sent him a DM. Dude answered like all my questions while he's busy, and he could have just left me on red. So shout out to Brian, and Jaden, you, Connor, you too, man. Thank you guys.
Of course, bro. And, you said you were in radio. If we got you in a room with Cam, I'm fairly certain you guys would not shut up for like 10 hours.
Fairly certain? I think it's just the tattoos, right?
Yeah, he's got the same.
In the radio.
No, you should connect with Cam as well. Then you got a guy on each side of the country. But yeah, it's Brian Lumsden, Champions Exotics. Yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
Brian's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he was who I was referring to, right? Like he's not in Miami, he's in Orlando, but he was the first person in our program to start in Orlando, and he's just dominating. And I think he got a new apartment, right? He's gonna be getting a new personal car, all this stuff. And just 6 months ago, he was a night warehouse manager at a job he hated. So it really is just about how much effort you put in. All of the resources are here, right? Literally everything you need is here. You just have to apply it. And if something's not working, adjust it, try something else, right? So it sounds like you're in a really good position, and it will pair very nicely with your real estate. Did you say you're a real estate agent, or do you also do like vacation rentals and stuff like that?
I started 10 years ago flipping houses, and then I got my real estate agent license in 2018. Started a real estate team in Springfield, Missouri, which was just south. And I'm from Kansas City originally, but my wife and I lived there at the time. And then we moved back here because we've got kids and our family lives here, right? So we wanted to come home and have the grandparents be able to see the kids. And then just have started to I know how to build a real estate team, and just did that again here. I'm the head guy, I do all my own stuff. And then by having my high school and college friends, my sphere of influence here in Kansas City, it was really easy for me to tap into that when I moved back here. Fast forward 3 years,
is where I'm here today, and just have added the car rental business, like I said at the beginning, just a side hustle. I'll try it with one car, see what happens, then just kept learning from you guys. And I'm not saying that, Brian's success is awesome and well-deserved. I just, from conversations with him, I'm getting the feeling like this is really like snowballing and popping off here. And so I'm going to make a concerted effort to really try to talk, every week or every couple of weeks on here just to give you guys an update.
Yeah, please do.
Awesome.
Well, good stuff, Johnny. Yeah, thanks for coming up. That was very valuable.
So,
And it sounds like you might have a few potential investors even within the program.
I got to get to the chat. It's popping off. Let's go.
Yep.
Boom. All right, see you guys.
See you, man. All right, I'll bring you up, HC.
You guys can hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Oh, what's up, guys?
How's it going? You just joined, right? Sorry, there's some construction. One moment.
Yeah, no worries. It literally just joined like an hour ago.
Nice.
So I moved down, like where I wanted to go, what I want to talk to you guys about. So I just want to talk about like why I'm here, and then I want to talk about like where I'm at, and then where I want to go. And so I guess is that cool if I just
Yeah,
just shoot straight
absolutely.
with you guys?
Yep.
Gotcha. So originally, to be straight up, wasn't gonna do it. I was like, because originally what I want to do, or what I wanted to do, was start like a marketing agency that's tailored towards like the luxury niche. And this is like a good angle to kind of enter that niche at, like learning about the exotic car rental industry and things like that. And so also, I guess, what really motivated me to join this was I realized a couple days ago that I think I'm you from the past, like you and Jaden, like you guys from the past living in the present. I don't think that there's really anybody better that could, and also this applies to the people that are in the chat and you're just listening right now. I don't think that there's any other better people that truly understand that entrepreneur's loneliness, that the suffering that you go through when people don't understand your vision and things like that. And so I kind of wanted to surround myself and network with people who had a mindset that's similar to me. And then also I wanted to develop relationships as well. I wanted to develop relationships with, with Jaden, Connor, than anybody else in the inner circle who has a mindset that's similar to me. And that's what really motivated me to be here. And so also I realized that I think I could be really good at this business model because I really, you guys are, I'm not sure if you guys are the first, but you guys are definitely like the most popular, most potent people who are like posting the idea that you don't need money to start. If you're good at sales, basically, you can pitch investors and kind of get them on board. And I think that I'm pretty good at that, which leads me into where I'm at right now. And so I wanted to start a business. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I was like, I need to build all the hard skills that, being an entrepreneur or that revolves around being an entrepreneur. And so the first thing was that I'm pretty introverted. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm actually pretty introverted, and I've been working really hard to break out of that and be able to speak. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm doing sales. And so the first thing I did was get into high ticket sales, learn how to do that, got an offer. Right now, I'm technically the position's called senior business consultant, but I'm pretty much just a sales rep for a digital marketing agency that works towards construction owners. So I pretty much sell to construction owners, and they're a pretty tough crowd, but it's really good because I get to learn how to talk to people, and it's pretty good. And today, actually, I had my best day. I made $1,000 in profit today, commission, and that was through I think I collected like $7,000 in cash today, and so that equates to like $1,000 to me. And so I feel like I've only been doing this for 2 months, the sales thing, and so I feel like I'm ramping up really, really fast, and so I'm just ready to get going and really grind at this and just learn.
No, good for you, man. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
I'm extremely introverted. Even doing these live streams, like the first few times, I did not want to do them at all, right? And now since then, like Jaden and I have done sales streams with like 2,500 people on them, right? It's a lot. So kudos to you to doing something that makes you extremely uncomfortable. I know it's hard, but yeah, definitely the right place. I mean, a lot of people join this program, and some people they're just like, oh, it's not for me within the first couple of days, and they just didn't even try anything, They thought we would give them an investor vehicle or, something entirely different, and they didn't even make an effort to network with anyone. But like, dude, honestly, this is one of the craziest communities I've ever seen. Jaden and I were, we've done some things in crypto as well. We've been through the ringer, right? With really close friends that became no longer friends, etc. All of these different communities. And this is the best one I've ever seen, right? Like literally, I didn't know a single person in this room, right? Not too long ago. But we've been talking for like 6 to 8 months, and this is the first time ever meeting them. And even just like as soon as I landed here, everything was just taken care of. Everyone's super friendly, all from this program, right? So, there's so many business opportunities you can have in this. And you say you're a closer, maybe down the line you can even do some closing for this platform, right? For this program. I know they're always hiring. So it really is what you make it to be.
Yeah, and so I guess now, get into, where I want to go. And so, obviously I think I actually realistically see a way that I could do this. And also I feel like, just for some context, I'm in Maryland. I'm in Southern Maryland, but there's not really shit around here, so I'm not really sure. Not only do I not want to take advantage of this market that I'm in right now, but I plan on moving upwards to the bigger areas where there's more traction and more opportunity. And so, I just kind of wanted to pick your brains, and I want to understand, how you guys think. So just imagine you're me. I just turned 23, so you're a 23-year-old in Maryland. You're gonna move, I guess, more up north in Maryland to the bigger cities. 'Cause that's where DC. I'd say 45 minutes south of DC. And so that DC, I'm not sure if I want to go as far up as Baltimore, but DC, surrounding cities, things like that is kind of where I want to operate. So you're me. How do you what's your mentality? How are you going about that? I guess that's a vague question, but I guess what are some of the hard skills that you're going to develop, for example, or what are some of the things that you look for?
Well, I think as a younger guy moving, did you grow up where you are now?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting out of where you grew up is extremely important. Jaden and I have done a few business ventures together, and in between each of them, we return back to Vancouver because we're both from Vancouver, Canada. And every time we come back there, it almost felt like we need to get the hell out of here, right? It's almost like a loading screen for something else. So one of the biggest and best moves we've ever done is move to Miami, right? Because it puts you out of your comfort zone. You're just in a completely different environment. You're around new people. It changes the way you think. If you just stay where you grew up the whole time, it's just going to be more of the same generally. So I would definitely recommend trying to go somewhere else. Bigger city is fine, right? And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else after that. So I think, especially as someone who's introverted, probably likes their comfort zone, that would be one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, for sure. And I actually was planning on moving to Miami because I was I saw, because the main reason why I want to move out is because of kind of why I joined this. It's a mindset and kind of a surrounding yourself thing. So I wanted to be able to surround myself with people, because I know some people in Miami, and I want to be able to surround myself with people and entrepreneurs that can see the vision. And I also want to, being in an area like that, I feel like things seem so much more real and achievable when you see people around you that are constantly doing it. Where I live right now, it's a smaller town. It's there's a military base near here, so a lot of people are military. But aside from that, there's a lot of bump. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people who they don't really have any dreams, not trying to go anywhere. They just have no vision, no foresight, no wisdom to offer. It's just nothing. It's frustrating being here because you feel truly alone. I have friends, but none of them think how I think. None of them want to take big risks. None of them want to do anything. And so that's the main driver for me wanting to move out. But I feel like the reason why I almost don't want to go to Miami is because of what you guys were talking about earlier, the competition. I feel like I could dominate in the bigger areas of Maryland and then also get the same value of moving out and seeing, and being surrounded more by, I guess, business opportunities and things like that. It will also being in Maryland and then also not moving out, so I'm super far away from family and stuff like that.
Dude, being by family is really important too, right? So I would just strike that balance. Try a bigger city first. Try and dominate that area. Miami's not going anywhere, right? Can always move there later.
Exactly. So I think I want to focus on completely controlling and dominating Maryland right now. And so, like I said, I don't really know much about this business model in particular right now because I literally just joined an hour ago. And so I guess, I'm not balling out, so I can't really get a car for it. So I'm going to have to go the investor route, which I actually kind of like because I like the idea of being challenged, having to reach out to people and pitch them and get that going. So
you got the mindset for it, bro. Cam and I were just talking about so much of what you're just bringing up now, right? Instead of having the mindset of, oh, I have so many roadblocks, what am I going to do? And getting all upset about it, make it fun, right? Oh, I have to go meet investors. I have to find a way to overcome this challenge because your problems are never going to go away. They're just going to keep happening. You're going to have more and more and more and more. It's more of a perspective thing, which it sounds like you have, to be honest. So you're looking at it from the right way, for sure.
Yeah, because I just noticed that, problems never go away. Even it doesn't matter how successful or how good you are, whatever, problems never go away. But the people who are the most successful I see, they are able to solve those problems more effectively and then also change the problems themselves. So like you guys, when you were younger, maybe my age, I'm not sure, maybe like your problems were not having any money or whatever, but now it's managing the money that you do have and all this, a bunch of other nuanced problems that you now have. And since you guys are effective at dealing with problems now, you can get through it. And it's, from the outside looking in, it seems easy for someone in my perspective at least, it seems like easy, but I know it's not. But it's just that you guys are able to deal with problems because of how you develop yourself. And I'm trying to, get to that point where I'm able to problem solve super effectively and then scale. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And just speaking about the perspective side of things, right? If you're in a small town, you're going to be surrounded by people who think, 100K a year is a lot of money. And, to the vast majority of people in the world, it is a lot of money. But depending on who you're around, some people are making 100K a month. Some people are making $1 million a month, right? And to the average person, that's unfathomable, right? Like that's impossible. There's no way anyone can do that. Because people are looking at it from the perspective of, oh yeah, maybe only like a doctor makes like 300K a year, right? Anything above that is basically impossible, but it's not. And once you get to those higher tiers, that becomes your new baseline, your new level of normal, right? So let's say you start making 100K a month. Now you want to go to $1 million, and 10K a month feels like nothing to you. So you're not going to get that perspective shift living in a small town, most likely, right?
Exactly. And that's one of the things, like if I were to go like to my friend group and talk to them about like 10K a month, they'd be like, man, $120,000 a year, that's like crazy. Like that's just insane. You have to do some crazy stuff. Like that's way too much money. Or they might say something like that, have that like kind of apathetic perspective. For me, every single day, I'm like, how the hell am I going to make 100K a month? Because that's my ultimate like goal financially, I guess, is just to touch 100K months. So I'm like thinking, planning every day, seeing what actionables I could take and things like that to get to that 100K month. And literally no one in my real life understands that. Literally no one, zero. And so that's, like I said, it ties back to why I wanted to move out. People just don't get it, and I feel like you guys do. And,
absolutely.
This is just like a little unrelated, but I remember saying this reminds me of that video that Jaden made that I saw. This is the first time I think that I ever saw him, and I didn't know who he was, and then I would come back later to find out who he was. There's that video, that rage bait video, where he's like talking about, well, it's not really rage bait, it's like rage bait to the average person, where he's talking about how 100K a month is not a lot of money. I thought the video was hilarious, but it just made me reminded me of that real quick.
It's funny. That was the first video I ever made, like trying to like grow my brand. And I think I said like 100K a year. So like you're making 100K a year, like you're still growing. It's pretty much what I said. You can't really afford much, and it went stupid viral.
Yeah, I also saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's funny but it's true, man. Like 100K a year is really nothing nowadays, right? And if you're still living at home, because it's like Connor said, it was the same for us. All my friends back home are working 9 to 5. Every single one. None of them are business owners, And when you're working 9 to 5, climbing the corporate ladder, every year you're capped on how much you can make. You're capped on your earning potential. Doesn't matter if you put in 40, 80, 100 hours, you're still making the same amount. So for us, it was just like, dude, like I'm seeing all these entrepreneurs killing. I'm seeing all these young guys driving Lambos. Why the hell can't I be one of those guys? And it just so happened that we came across this business model that, worked out extremely well for us, especially with the investor model, where we can actually drive these cars for free and obviously make money off because of our business. But in my head, I was like, dude, there's got to be another way to make money to be my own boss, So yeah, it's all about, you got to get around, not even around people, but you just got to get in cities where there's a lot of entrepreneurs, because you're just going to get that vibe just from being in that city. You're going to see young guys driving Lambos. You're going to see a lot of young successful dudes that are entrepreneurs, right? And then obviously, the longer you're in that city, you're going to meet people, network, do all these different things. But 100%, dude, it's just about getting around the right people and the right environments.
Yeah, and grinding and hard work above anything else. Because excuse my language, what I'm about to say, but like your point of talking or seeing people that are super successful, and you're like, why can't I do it? Sometimes those dudes are like genuinely like fucking retarded, and so I'm like, bro, there's like actually no way that these guys can figure it out. I can.
I'm retarded. Got math in grade 11, got C's all throughout high school, like barely graduated university, partied like every single day. Like I didn't take school seriously because I never saw the point in it. And I think it's not even about like because it's so crazy how like society nowadays, if you never did well in school, or like if you're in school not doing well, you're instantly considered dumb, you're instantly considered all these things, when it's just like, what if that person's not trying? Like, what if he just doesn't see the point in school? He doesn't see the end result, so he's just not putting in any effort. And then finally that guy sees something that makes sense, puts in effort, and now he's making 100 grand a month. You know, and that's why I think a lot of entrepreneurs are considered those that never do well in school, always about bad grades. It's not because they're dumb or stupid, it's just because, dude, they're smarter than that, where they saw a bigger picture. They knew school wasn't the answer, and then once they saw something where they saw a direct end result, and a direct, way to live the life they want, it's like, all right, this is what I'm gonna put effort in, and boom. Now everyone's like, how the hell did he do that in such a short amount of time? He's killing it. He never did well in school. It's like, dude, I actually think those guys are smarter than those that put in all their effort, time, energy into school just to make 100 grand a year, And yeah, bro, like I never did well in school. My parents were always concerned about my future. My teachers never told me I was really gonna amount to anything. Like I had to apply for like community colleges out of high school as like backups, but I didn't get into university and college. So it's like, dude, the whole world is skewed. Everybody views this world backwards, where very few actually understand what this world has to offer and what you can actually achieve when you put your time, effort, and energy into the right things.
Exactly. And, I pretty much covered, actually I did have like 2 questions that were actually like related to this. So I guess I was just curious on, I don't really know how like the Discord works. Is it like supposed to be like a giant group chat type thing, or is it just for the resources that are in it?
Discord is more of a chat thing. There's 2 things we host on. There's Circle, which is where we're doing this stream right now. And that's basically like where all of the resources are held. It's more of a forum style of posting. And then Discord is more for chat.
Yeah, I did. And I figured, but I had no idea how the Discord works. Like I see like the About Us team rules, official links, tools, back, and support ticket, but I don't see like anything else.
Oh, if you just joined, I have to approve your join. So I'll do that right after the stream. Sometimes the bot breaks, kind of annoying.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. And then also, I guess how would you utilize the broker network? I guess, or as someone who's like new. So like that's kind of what I was like getting at when I was asking. Like you're you're in Maryland, don't really have like I guess that many resources or that much experience. And so like how would you use like the broker network?
Well, if
it's something that you're looking towards as a beginner.
No, yeah, absolutely. There's 3 ways you can start this business. One is with your own car, one is with an investor vehicle, and one is just by brokering deals. And eventually they all lead to the same place anyway, right? Because you'll end up buying your own cars, you'll end up getting investor vehicles, and you'll end up brokering deals. So it doesn't matter where you're starting from, as long as you just start. So if you want to use the broker network now, if you have friends or people that are traveling literally anywhere in the United States, there's someone with a car, right, that you could try and close them on, right? And you could even give them a deal, right? You can say, hey, I have all these connects, probably get you a under market deal if you want to rent a car, and a lot of people will do it. So that's one thing you could do. That would probably be the best way to utilize the broker network until you have cars of your own.
And I guess I meant that question in like a literal sense, like where, like, I guess because I'm just a little bit confused on how to like navigate the website because I'm just not seeing it.
The broker network's in WhatsApp. The sales team should have given you an invite. Just hit me up if they didn't, and I'll make sure it's taken care of.
Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say and ask. So
yeah, good questions, man. A lot of insightful speakers on today's stream, to be honest. We usually keep people up for like 5-10 minutes, but you're providing a lot of value and talking points. So I appreciate it. And honestly, man, at the end of the day, Cam and I were also just talking about this. I didn't know Cam used to teach math. He really doesn't seem like that guy. But at the end of the day, it's all just math, right? Let's say you're managing 5 Rolls Royces. They're all doing 15K a month, and you're taking 50%, right? 15 times 575. You're making like 37,500 a month, roughly, if they're all doing pretty well. Then you're also doing some high ticket sales, maybe making 10, 20K a month from that. You're already at close to 60,000 a month, All you have to do is scale up one of them, or maybe you have your marketing company going at the same time and you're outsourcing work, and maybe you have 3-4 clients at 10K a month. You're at 100K a month right there, right? And all of those are automatable, right? The cars, eventually, you just have a fleet manager, right? The marketing, eventually, you just outsource your work or have a creative director or whatever, right? The high ticket sales, that's a little bit harder. You probably have to do that yourself. But at the end of the day, just by scaling and automating things, you can get there. You know, it just takes time. But at the end of the day, it is just math.
And to add on to that too, a lot of people underestimate, like Connor said, 100K a month, even 50K a month. Like for us, right, we started building Mercy Luxury, we started working with investors. Naturally, that opened up another revenue stream where we would bring investors to the dealership. Hey, we have an investor who wants a Huracan, what can you do for us? Boom, every investor that would buy a car, 2, 3, 5K commission checks right there, that's an extra 20K a month, you know? Nowadays, I probably sell, I have a client tomorrow who's buying yours per Monte from one of my dealerships and I'm connected with, 5K commission right there. So you will naturally start to navigate and create different avenues of revenue for yourself and income, naturally, which is the best part about this business, because once you get the rental side automated, like we talked about, so many other doors are gonna open up, whether that's auto broker, you're making 20K. You remote sales on the side, 10, 15K. Next thing you know, you have 5 different businesses that you're putting in barely any effort in and they're making 20K a month each. You know, it's really easy to get there nowadays. You just have to take every opportunity that comes to you, take advantage of them and just understand, see how you can create different income streams for yourself. But the nice thing with this business is it's so easy to really create multiple income streams for yourself in a short amount of time on top of rental.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for that last part about, you know, just breaking it down, how that 100K a month could be a reality, like realistically. And so, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to like have some more people on or whatever. I don't want to take up all the time. So I'm gonna head out. So, but thank you guys again.
Yeah, you got it, man. Thanks for coming up. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys as well.
Good stuff. See you. All right, with that, guys, we have to get going. I'm flying out early tomorrow, so let's wrap this stream up. Pretty good stream today. Thought Cam would have grumbled a little bit more.
I was leaving it up to you.
Made some weird noises, but I'm happy some new guys came up. You know, a lot of the time it is the same people, so make sure to come up if you're new here. Ask these questions, introduce yourself. It'll go a long way for you, to be honest. So thanks again, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Is this live?
Sit here or there.
You're live already?
Yeah.
He's like, what do I do?
My hands. I was just gonna tell you guys something, but we're live, so. What's up, y'all? Is that vodka?
Yeah. No, it's water.